Hi, Miss Marilyn. My name is Laura Leslie, and this is week 8 of my Freedom Practicum with Brady Daniels. This week we had Elizabeth Settle come to speak to our class, and she's an associate pastor with Gateway's Freedom Ministry. She came and brought to the table basically just the basics of freedom, what the definition of freedom is, what a stronghold is, and the anatomy of a stronghold. And she basically asked us if we had any experience with those type of things before, and if she's just repeating herself. But she ended up not feeling like she was repeating herself, because a lot of us didn't know, which made me feel better because I hadn't really learned any of that stuff before. So it really spoke to me, and I feel like it would be a tool in my tool belt. And I really liked how just the definition of freedom, something that simple, I felt was the biggest takeaway that I had, that her definition of freedom before she is now an associate pastor with Freedom Ministries, before all of that, her definition of freedom looked a lot like, oh, I just need to be cool and go to the party and be just this bad A type person and just not care what anybody thought. And I feel like that's what a lot of people's definition of freedom is, to just be kind of carefree, hippie, I'm going to go party, and that's not really the Lord's intentions of freedom. I feel like when you try to do that, you're really suppressing what you're really needing to process. Instead of processing anything, you're going out and escaping and partying instead. And I really liked that she brought that out, that it could be as simple as, what is your definition of freedom? And I'm interested to ask people that now, like, what is your definition of freedom, So that was a really cool takeaway. And we also talked about core lies. We talked about where the demonic oppression could be in the anatomy of a stronghold. And we also talked about just meditating on God, and just how to mend the wound, and to mend, just properly how to mend by going through the anatomy of a stronghold. And then I'm going to go through, I'm going to serve at Kids Kairos next week, so I'm looking forward to that. Thank you so much.